good to open the roll 20.
Okay, we should be audible, which is fantastic.
Yay!
Yes, you were okay to roll. You opened the roll 20. Where are the
Okay, I just wanted to check,
PNGs?
so
I
Let
literally
me do
just
that right now.
tested my PNG and it was up there, and now it is not up here. What is this? Please, for the love of everything.
PNG says fuck you.
Okay, we're loading in slowly.
I see a duck.
Hello, Cash. How's it
Oh,
going?
yeah, the duck. Yeah.
Yeah, there's ducks everywhere.
Yeah, I like ducks. No, I don't. They're assholes. Not as bad as geese, though.
We are speaking of ducks. We are still currently missing a player. I hope everything is okay. We've had no
right,
contact.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no contact today. I hope they're doing okay.
What's the plan if Roland doesn't show up? Are we just gonna power through?
Well, we're already live, and
Oh, yeah.
this schedule has been posted. Oh right, for reminder, I'm gonna just, as you guys load in Roll20, be sure to be mindful of your cameras or microphones. I don't want anybody leaking anything. I am off that tab. You're free to go in there and make sure all that's handled.
I'm not showing, am I? I'm good, right?
Yeah, you should be.
I think I'm good too.
I think so. It always stresses me out, but I don't see the little green dot on my laptop, so I think I'm good. Technology does not suit me.
I just
You
do
going
the
good,
cheap
Cash?
man's
That's good.
approach and put a sticky note over my camera.
I do the same
Honestly,
thing.
The way to do it is you get a Band-Aid, because then it has that nice soft padding, so it doesn't mess up your camera.
And you can get like a really cool like Scooby-Doo Band-Aid.
Oh hell yeah! I like the Pokemon ones.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
looking at getting some waifu Band-Aids.
Oh heck yeah.
I'm just
Waifu Band-Aids.
Yeah. Waifus cure all ailments, man.
Oh right. I need to. Oh right. I need to pull up my additional notes, my DM notes. Hang on. It's going to be hard for me to look at chat. Wait, right. I use my phone to look at chat. Cash uses Peppa Pig Band-Aids.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Alright, let's take a look at my drive really quick, off screen, preferably. Man, have I been tired this week. Quite honestly, there has been no prep work.
Telling me.
midterms.
Midterms. Ugh.
I have a 2-day one that starts tonight.
Ugh.
After this.
Oh, I'm so not. I'm so.
I'm so sorry for you.
Sorry. That sucks.
C's get degrees, man. That's all I'm
C's
saying.
Yeah,
get
C's get
degrees.
degrees, man. You're out of high school. You ain't gotta worry about that shit. Just like survive until the end.
Nodders. Alright,
man.
let's see. Prep for the company.
Y'all want to hear some shit, right? So you guys have heard about my schedule. How I'm getting up every day at 3 in the morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, to make my life worse and to add insult to injury, I got rear-ended a while back. I told you guys about that, right?
Oh right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, because my truck is an 05, the parts are nowhere to be found. So it's get totaled. So I have to start looking for a new vehicle. And I'm probably not getting more than $6,000 if I'm lucky. I'm probably looking at more like 4,500.
Oof.
So don't have a great budget, but we'll see what I can do. I'm looking for a
moped.
3 a.m. gang. It's 3 a.m. when you're
life. Like honestly, there are two things that I 4 things. 4 things that I 100% veto: PT Cruiser, moped, Prius, Mini Coupe.
I understand.
Oh,
Come on,
right.
moped.
Nah.
Bang for your buck, man.
Let's just give it a few more and hold out hope.
Alright.
Does anybody want to go ahead and just give the recap?
Toadstool swindled somebody unintentionally, canon. But yeah. So yeah, what happened last session? A whole bunch went down. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna give the best recap, but I'll try. If somebody could give me a jumping off point, that'd be great.
No.
Nothing.
It's been
Then
a
I
long
ain't got
time.
nothing.
I don't.
I think we went mostly straight into dream. Okay, so
Yeah.
we started like towards the end of the night, and then we sort of jumped straight to dream sequences where stuff went real crazy. Warlock Zeph ended up running into this mysterious armored figure playing a medieval lyre of some kind.
A bowed lyre.
A bowed lyre, yes. And it was very eerie and creepy until a fight started, and yeah.
Then it got even more creepier.
Yeah, and then Toadstool had a bit of a doozy. What with the dice and the Antler Man and his newfound ability to tweak fate, which of course he used to his fullest ability. Obviously, I mean he's a little swamp man. Why wouldn't he? On top of that, Perlin and Quizir met with what was the name of that angel?
The Angel of Mercy?
The Angel of Mercy, correct.
Correct.
I remember distinctly. No eyeballs, right?
No eyeballs, no.
No eyeballs.
No eyeballs.
No eyeballs.
Direct contrast. To,
almost the opposite to the Antler Man.
Yeah, Antler Man had big eyes, lots of eye. And then honestly, it's upsetting, but my mind is blanking when it comes to what happened with Grimm. I think you just talked. Did you? I thought you talked to
Grimm had a quick little nightmare about standing in the middle of a battlefield covered in blood. Woke up and then had a long discussion with Rodovan, just about life in general.
Yeah, I think this is a community effort recap because I tried, but I had nothing, man. I was so trashed by the end of last session. It was bad.
Fantastic. Nobody gets inspiration.
But most importantly, we got the
I
wand
tried,
of door
man.
repair. The most important thing, wand of door repair.
Wand of door repair.
Doors, yes, the wand of door repair. I wrote that in. I'm starting a wand collection for Toadstool, so on the back of my character sheet where it says treasures, I have a little wand section, and we have Toadstool's original wand, the OG, and the wand of doors, and it's going to grow hopefully.
Oh,
until I have just too many wands, and none of them are going to be attunement. It's going to be shit.
Oh, God.
Alright, let me do some recap of some things that you guys did not mention, in particular with Rodovan. You all discovered that Rodovan was debating with somebody on the same night you all were having your dreams. Things that you can assume from this, and what you guys picked up from a little bit of eavesdropping, was that Rodovan did not believe you all were ready for the assignment of going to Octus Ray. It seems to you that he did everything in his power to try and stop this, but the other side of the argument seemed to have won. And through either, I believe it was either a conversation with Grimm or with the whole party that morning, you know Rodovan is now bending these orders to where it's only him going to Octus Ray, while you all go somewhere different to meet an associate of his. If you recall the location, do you all recall the location that he told you were going?
No.
Was it a village, right?
It was a village.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Darnatel?
Darnatel, yes. It's a small village in the Biting Well.
Oh,
right around here.
Where all that Warforged rumors were coming from?
Where all the Warforged rumors are coming from. Yes, exactly. And so, you all decide to do a bit of shopping that morning. And then that is where we left off after the shopping, before you all were setting out. So, you all may take it from here in the Pars Crossing shopping day.
Yay!
Do bear in mind the time constraints that we have. We will not rush anything, though. It will just be a quicker plot pace.
We get there when we.
I'll talk about that a little bit once we get into mechanics.
Yeah. What did you guys need to get?
Toadstool is just like still marveling at his wand. Just like looks up at Grim and says, "Break another door. Break more doors."
Okay.
I'm sure that can be arranged. I don't think we need to purchase anything else. You guys good
Yeah,
to
I
set
don't-
out?
Yeah, I don't need anything right this minute. I'm good.
Alright.
Toadstool is content.
Then I guess we will start heading back to Rodovan.
Yeah.
Alright, 1 second, I'm dealing with some technical difficulties on my end. Oh, I don't want to dox myself. 1 second.
Ooh.
Keep going with the roleplay.
Oh, okay.
Something wacky happens in the market. Quick, go.
Oh, okay. Well, that was quite a wacky thing that happened in the market right then.
Meanwhile, Toadstool has wandered over to a nearby gate, has been kicking it to try and break it so he can attempt to repair it with his new wand. But he has a
Grim.
-2 strength, so it's not happening.
Can you help with that?
Grim's gonna
try.
walk over, chuckling, take a look around, see if there's anyone any guards or anyone that are nearby, and he's gonna
Yeah,
kind of
where is the
reveal-
owner of the gate? I would like to know where the owner of the gate is.
He's right next to it.
Yeah, yes.
Wait, I have. Grim's gonna walk up to the guy. It's like, excuse me,
Show him the
sir.
wand.
He's deaf.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh.
It's improv night at the count.
All right.
Yes, and.
Come on.
Steph, we need a distraction.
Toadstool's he's making no headway. He's just kicking and kicking and kicking. Pauses and like few labored breaths.
Has the deaf man not noticed?
He's also blind.
Oh, perfect.
Oh no.
Grim walks forward. He reels back and he slams his armored boot into the gate.
Fantastic. Roll a thing.
Just
Attack?
strength,
Or
athletic check.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 24.
Ooh.
Sure, it wins. You win. On the fly
door
DMing
is
here, everybody.
open.
Love it. Grim's
Now
gonna look.
fixing.
Yeah, Grim's gonna look at Toadstool and kind of motion.
Toadstool is going to grin wildly and like with a little flourish, going to wave the wand and flick it at the gate that is now shattered, and attempt to repair it.
It do.
Yeah.
It do. Toadstool just kind of like starts jumping and waving his arms and like flicking the wand around. He's real happy. He does a few like little prestidigitation. Wait, does he know that? He does not that one. He does a few minor illusions of like little sparks going off. I have to keep my character straight because I have a sorcerer who loves to use prestidigitation just to make little sparks fly off of himself. It's a good time. Oh, yes.
Okay. PNGs are finally up. They're a bit janky and the music bot's in there, but okay, we're fine. All right. You guys make your way back to Radovan after whatever the heck you guys did. I was not paying attention.
Understandable.
So.
Of no importance.
You all make your way back.
Y'all are cutting out. I'm gonna duck out and come back in like 2 seconds.
Alright, understood.
Alright. Sir, when he joins back, and if the pages are broken, I'm gonna be upset. You all make your way back to the abandoned ruin, the church that Radovan has made into his home. You see the cart out front, but you do not see Radovan outside.
I'm gonna walk up and peer inside the car to see inside.
No.
I'll go grab him. Let him know we're done.
Alright.
And Grim's gonna make his way into the ruins and down into Radovan's home. Try and find him.
He is at his workshop. And his satchel is wide open on top of the workshop, and he is inspecting parts and then stowing them into his bag. Usually you could make out what parts would be, whether or not he's cleaning his guns or doing anything. Usually it was relatively easy to discern, but these parts look way different than anything you've seen. You see springs, cogs and gears of every size, wood finishes of things that you don't know. It's almost looks like stocks to weapons, but not.
Grim's gonna kind of clear his throat and see if Radovan will turn around or not.
He will not turn around, but he will answer. I'm doing some last-minute prep work before we make out to Optus Ray. I need to make sure that I have everything I need for an extended stay. It may take a bit longer on my end. Let's meet at the carriage around 2 hours from now.
Expecting trouble?
I'm expecting to set a base of operations, meaning that I probably won't be coming back here anytime soon, so I need to pack up the rest of my gear and go.
Do you need any help?
No.
Make the process quicker. No?
No.
Alright, so he just wants to meet you back at the cart in 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Don't work too hard, Radovan.
He doesn't answer.
Alright, well, Grim, back up the ladder, back to the rest of the group. He said to meet back here in 2 hours.
Do you guys do anything in this 2 hours?
Not really.
Stool is going to patrol the churchyard for like and usable plants and mushrooms and stuff.
Herbalist check.
Yes. What thing would that be?
That would be your survival plus proficiency.
Gotcha. Okie dokie. Sure, it's not nature. No, it's survival. That's what I would roll it myself as a DM. That's fair. Okay, that's not bad. Plus proficiency, that's gonna be a 14. No, 15.
15? You don't find anything useful. As you know, this ruined church is in the middle of a rather clump part of the city.
Oh.
Anything that you may find is not particularly helpful.
Right. I was just gonna say that I was gonna mentally prepare myself by meditating for a little bit.
All right.
Is there any furniture in the ruined church? Like, is there like an altar or a table or anything?
The lectern is all but rotted. There may be some parts of some pews that may be still usable, otherwise not really.
That works. Grim is going to break out his disguise kit that he'd purchased with all of his gold, and he's gonna set about trying to make some masks.
All right,
Various,
1 second.
Maybe try and put together a costume or two.
All right. So, that's what you're gonna do? All right, that's cool. You don't need to check for doing any of that.
What if I want to make it look really good?
You can try and copy a humanoid's appearance.
Yep.
All right, that would be a disguise kit check.
So it's just a d20, and then if you're proficient or not.
You may use either
deception
or performance.
I will use deception, and I'm proficient in the disguise kit, so 18, 19, 21.
21. You successfully create a disguise mimicking a humanoid of your choice.
Does Radovan have a beard? Out of curiosity, forgot.
Radovan has, yeah, he's kind of got a it's not overgrown. He does. It looks like he maintains it maybe monthly, more so than anything else. So it's kind of scrappy.
Grim's gonna try and make like the facial features kind of match his, but instead of a full beard, it's gonna be a set of mutton chops with a mustache. No chin.
No all right. Chin. That is a disguise available to you.
Right. It just seems
for the future. All right. That would take up your entire 2 hours.
Cool.
And if there's nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward. Radovan comes out of the church. Satchel, 2 satchels actually. One on each side. And he will usher you all into the carriage and set out. So, this is where we're going to get to the talks of gameplay and travel and all of this. We're going to turn this into a whole entire thing. You need to get from Pars Crossing to Durnatel in the Biting Weld. And Radovan will split at the halfway mark, meaning that you will no longer be in the carriage for half of this slowing down travel. Or will it? Yes, it would. All right. So it's gonna take probably around, if you do the same thing you did last time, probably around 12 days. But since we're pressed for time in these sessions, here's what we're gonna do. Instead of doing encounter rolls, I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And if there is a silence from roleplay, in-character roleplay, in those 10 minutes of greater than 15 seconds, I will throw a deadly encounter at you all.
Oh my gosh! Oh boy.
So you're okay. All right. I see how it is. I like that. That's cool.
It's time to put that fine arts department usage to work, guys. Come on.
So I'm going to hit and I want to you can bring in Radovan and any others into the discussions.
The conversation? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That's a little better.
And the timer is starting now.
All right.
So nervous. Okay.
So
Toadstool is going to sidle up to Grim, first and foremost, inside of the carriage, and he's going to pull out his brand new wand, and he's going to look at it with some trepidation and some worry, and he's going to say, "Did Toadstool act unfairly?"
what do you mean? Seems
Toadstool gave so little for so much.
it could be that the shopkeeper was just feeling a bit generous. If I'm being honest, the wand doesn't really have much of a usage. He's probably had it for a while.
Toadstool's gonna slip one of his hands from the wand down into his pocket, where he now keeps the 2 dice, and he's just gonna grab a hold of them, and he's gonna look at the one and say, "Maybe you're right. Maybe Toadstool got one because he was tired."
Out of curiosity, what are the die made of?
That's a good question. What are the die made of?
Wood,
What
bone,
are the
metal?
die made of?
Can I try and find out? I would like to find out.
That
Yeah,
would be a Arcana check.
Ooh, Zooey Mama! I'm okay at those.
Grim's good at Arcana.
Do you want to assist?
I would rather roll separately because I think it's hilarious.
Fuck. Alright. Toadstool is going to, pull them out, and he's gonna, take a good look at them and, start, scratching his chin, wand still in his hand, ruffling his hair and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna roll Arcana.
Alright.
Oh, that's a 7!
Ooh.
What do they look like?
Ouch.
The only thing that you can discern from that roll is when you scratched at it, a tiny bit of it flaked off.
Toadstool is immediately going to, recoil his hand, and he's going to, try and, pick up the little bit of dust that came off and, smush it back into place. And he's just gonna, tenderly put it back in his pocket.
I rolled a 3 minus 2, so a 1. What are the die made of?
Straight up eyeballs.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Grim's
Are
gonna kind of tilt his head to the side, look down at the scrap that fell off, then look at Toadstool. Like, do you have any idea what they're made of? Because I can make a guess or two, but for our sake, I hope
Soft
it's
Toadstool
sure.
things.
Well, there are plenty
Something
of.
delicate.
I have a question. Are we in the carriage right now?
Yes, you are traveling right now.
Okay, thank you. That's just all I needed to know.
Zeph, you want to take a guess?
I could try, but I don't know much about magic personally.
Toadstool once again produce the dice and hold them out.
All right, I'm gonna lean in real close and look at them really, really carefully.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not gonna believe this, but
Oh
I
my
rolled
god.
a 20 minus 1.
You rolled a what?
A nat 20 minus 1.
A nat 20 minus 1, so a 19. You take a close examination at these dice, and you immediately feel a very large sense of dread. They're made out of something organic, and you don't know what. It could be plant, it could be animal, it could be something else, but it is assuredly organic.
It's either animal or vegetable, but it's definitely not mineral.
Yes.
Are they?
So I'm gonna say. Oh, okay, you can go.
I was gonna ask. Are the die hard, or are they
Yes.
they squish? They're hard. Okay.
Yes, they are very hard.
Hard but fragile.
Say, okay. So, from what I can tell, they're made out of organic material, but I don't like these dice. These dice give me a bad feeling.
Organic material.
Yes.
Bad feeling.
Yes.
Do you want to roll?
I think I'll abstain.
Toadstool thinks we're best. And he's going to, like, cup them gently and hold them close to his chest.
It could be made out of bone.
I don't know if bone is that flaky, though.
Depends on how old they are.
Oh, yeah, really fragile bone. But what kind
Toadstool
of...
can test. And he's going to, like, start reaching over and wrestling through his bag until he pulls out the little sack of bones and feathers that he likes to toss around every once in a while. And he's going to pull out one of the little chunks of bone, and it's like a little vertebrae from a rodent. And he's going to hold it up as compared to one of the dice. And do they look similar, or do they feel like they are made of similar...
Perception.
Oh, shit. Balls on right toes. Okay. Hey, it's a 15.
A 15.
Ooh.
1 second.
Was that a perception roll? Grim is pretty perceptive. He's not smart by any means. But he could definitely... I'm just saying, he could probably see a fly sitting in a corner of a room.
Toadstool's smart, but he's
Sorry
not
about that.
smart.
With that, you compare the bone to the dice, and they really aren't similar. The textures are different. The weight is different. Everything about them feel different.
No.
Wow. Very descriptive. Thank you. Thank you, Bouncy. Well,
oh, you want more description? I'll give you more description. All right,
no,
fine.
I was being, I was not being facetious. I wasn't being sarcastic. That was honest. I'm sorry.
The
I didn't
dice,
sound like that. I just
the
sound like a
dice's texture. The dice's texture. If through closer examination,
all right, cool.
It almost feels like a much more hardened kind of leather.
Oh.
Ooh, hard-packed skin.
Nice.
Skin dice.
Skin.
All right.
All right. So, with my skin dice in hand, I will, well, Toadstool's gonna first. He's gonna, since he's got it in hand, he's gonna go ahead and pull out the rest of his bones and feathers and such forth. And he's going to just, like, get down on the floor of the carriage and just, like, look around and shrug. And then he's gonna upturn the bag on the floor. What's the vibe he gets? The general things.
Roll a D100.
With pleasure. I love rolling dice. That's why I have so many. It's a legitimate issue. I have a problem. 45.
45? Alright. It's a good sign. You can interpret it.
Toadstool is riding high of getting his new wand as he puts his accoutrement back. And he's like just beaming smiles. But things might change as he intends to pop his head out the window and get a view of like what the weather's looking like and if any wildlife is nearby. He's checking all the signs.
What does Grim have on him other than weapons? Anything else? Ooh! Grim's gonna like start patting down his various like pockets and pouches. He's gonna settle on it like his left hip, and he's gonna kind of shrug his head, trying to figure out what it is. Reach his pocket, and he's gonna pull out a set of playing cards. And he's like, "Huh, forgot I had these. Anyone up for a game or two?
Yeah, why not?
That's some time."
Toadstool does not know how to play.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we can teach you.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Toadstool's just like going to get up off of the floor of the carriage and stop like creeping over towards the curtain that's covering the window, and instead he's gonna go ahead and sit down and play a card game.
All right.
I quickly look up. I remembered. I had the name of a medieval style card game in my mind. I don't remember it now. It's making me sad.
It's alright. We are at the 10-minute mark anyway. Congratulations.
Oh wow, that was 10 minutes.
Yeah, you all
And that's on us being awesome.
The rest of your time playing cards and doing all sorts of stuff like that. Eventually, and that is the mechanic, but we're going to do a few key events throughout the journey as well.
Awesome.
Especially since you all will be departing from Rodovan halfway through this journey. And when you make it to that fork in the road, that's where you set camp for tonight, your final camp of Rodovan. Because he will be going the opposite direction, not the opposite direction. He will be going north as you all will continue east.
Alright.
So, and one thing you have noticed, I would assume Grim would notice throughout the night times as you all trade off, the time that he spends maintaining his parts and all of that are greatly increased. He has mostly been silent this whole entire time, organizing and reorganizing both his satchels, pulling out parts repeatedly, cleaning them. It has been almost obsessive. And you all will now resume at the final night of Rodovan.
Alright.
Oh, fish.
Grim's gonna mutter, like, I highly doubt you've never played this before. Grumbling as he realizes that Toadstool did in fact win.
Toadstool is good at games. This is fact.
Ooh.
Why?
Hello?
Greetings.
Oh, that's my mod.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's been a while. How's it going?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just gonna sit there, Kai? Alright. Alright, just pretend they're not there.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, welcome.
So you said Rodovan was still, like, working with his parts?
Yes.
Are there any parts that look familiar? I know you said that earlier they didn't, but as he keeps pulling them out, does it appear like he's pulling out the same, like, set over and over again and fiddling with it, or?
Perception check.
15.
15. He's pulling out a lot of parts. You feel like you see similar ones, but you can't tell if they're the same part, if they're the same kind of part, two different things. There's just so much.
Hey, Rodovan. If you don't mind me asking, what have you been working on?
There are a lot of weapons that require maintenance. As a person who enjoys the pistols, the rifles, the muskets, and who takes a special pleasure in experimentation and how to make them better. Through years of practice and study, you can make something truly scary. Let me ask you a question. What is scarier than the unknown?
Scarier than the unknown. I'm not sure.
The one thing scarier than the unknown is something known to only one. And to keep it that way, the person needs to keep it known to only one.
Fair enough. So, how long do you expect us to be in Darntel?
Hopefully,
Like,
as
how
long as
long
possible. Essentially, my associate will not let you leave until he deems it ready for you all to leave.
What if your higher ups, the coachmen, order us to come in?
They don't know you're there. My associate is not affiliated with the coachman.
Won't they be a bit upset that you came alone?
They won't know. There are very few coachmen posted at Foray at this time, and our assignment merely is a scouting mission. To them, it'll only merely take longer than expected.
Zeph is going to step up to Rodovin and be like, Rodovin, do you mind if I pull you aside for a minute?
Alright.
Alright.
He'll get up and walk with you.
Yeah. So we'll walk a little ways from the camp before I stop, like, I'd say maybe in like a little clearing a bit away from the road and say, how bad is it over there right now?
That's the issue. We don't know. Every coachman we send there doesn't report back.
I didn't think so. Look. Oh, hello.
Oh, you made it.
Berlin!
Berlin!
Hey, sorry for being late. I had a lot to do at my job and
It's all good.
No, it's alright.
Let's get you up to speed. Not much has happened. They have set off on the road, and you all were with Rodovin, and you all are going to Durnatel, a village in the Biting Weld, where Rodovin's associate is waiting for you. Rodovin is splitting off to go to Octus himself to establish a base of operations. I believe this was all hinted at last session as well. Currently, they are at the final campsite before Rodovin splits off from the party. So, any last parting words to Rodovin will be spoken around this time, and then you all will continue on without him.
Yeah.
And so,
right.
Zeph had just pulled Rodovin aside to speak in private, and that is where we currently are.
Look, I don't know you very well, but I know what happens to people who cross Octus Ray. So, I'm advising you to be careful.
That is the plan. Hopefully, I will be able to establish somewhere relatively far from the city with a rather good vantage point, and hopefully, eventually, you all will be able to make your way to it. I will be waiting and scouting from afar while you all do some work for my associate.
Alright.
Is that it?
I think so.
Alright. He'll go back to maintenance on all of his parts.
gonna head back to the camp then.
Alright. Eventually, Radovan will stop doing his action of maintaining the parts and rummage in his satchel and procure 4 brass beads. He's gonna walk and hand all of you individually one of the beads. These will let you stay in contact with me while you all work with my associate.
Alright.
They're small enough and discreet enough to be hidden anywhere. You can attach them to anything you like, make them an earring, make them a button. You can do whatever you wish. Just make sure they are not apprehended by somebody who would use them for wrong purposes. Swallow it if you have to.
Can we only stay in contact with you? Or
Yes.
Oh.
Can we talk to each other?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You think of who you want to speak to, then you speak. No one should be able to hear it besides you and the other people connected by it. Unless, of course, they have some kind of higher tiered divination magic.
Interesting.
So you all get walkie-talkies.
Hooray!
Sick.
Yay!
Hey, Bouncy, quick question. So we've been traveling for a few days now.
Yes.
What should I do in the way of my new port rolls, since we aren't really tracking long rests at the moment?
Basically, there's 2 ways that I handle time progression. Time progression that does not matter, and time progression that does. Basically, you can roll now, and then you will take that as the first day that we start counting that stuff. I.e., the first time you all get into combat.
Alright. You want me to tell you what they are, or you just want me to hold on to those?
Just hold on to them.
Alright.
So, is there any last words that you all want to give to Radovan before you all retire for this night and then part ways?
No, I think we are good.
Yeah.
Well, please
Okay,
do be safe
I just wanted-
wherever you go.
Thank you. I doubt there's anything up there that would give me any sort of real challenge. Nothing that I can't spot first, at least. So, I should be relatively safe, and hopefully you all will be in better position to come assist when the time comes.
Understood.
Crystal is going to shuffle forward, and he's going to look Radovan dead in the eyes, and he's going to say, "Watch the skies. Beware of the leaves."
Thank
And
you,
he's just
little
going
man.
to shrug and turn around and walk away.
Fantastic. And with that, this night will close. Unless there is more.
Is anybody doing guard shift? Because I was gonna volunteer for that.
Oh. I figured Grim would.
Question, is it clear tonight? Like, is the sky clear?
Where's my dice bag? There it is. Yes.
Okay. Toadstool is going to, from the safety of the wagon, of the carriage, he is going to spend a good chunk of time casting mold earth to create a little igloo of dirt that he can sleep inside and hide from the stars.
Fantastic. Alright. And with that, time passes. And you all make your way to the Biting Well. Alone. No carriage. No Radovan. And you guys will cross this bridge and be around here-ish, right around here.
Okay.
Practically in the Biting Weld. What you want to say?
I was gonna say Toadstool is taking most of this journey on Grimm's shoulders.
Yeah, I thought to ask, are we doing the normal transportation method?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, Toadstool is not
Wonderful.
walking this. He does not have the durability or the endurance for it. He is much too weak.
All right.
Grim, the entire time, Grim's just kind of been humming along as he walks.
All right. As you guys start to make your way into the forest of the Biting Weld, you see a guard patrol.
Can we tell where the guards are from? Or is that
Perception. To see before they notice you.
Assist.
Alright, you get an assist from Quizier, which means you rolled advantage.
Okay, that was a nat 7 and a nat 1.
Oh.
So I only get a 9. I only get a 9.
With that, you can only really notice until they're right on you. They are, in fact, Biting Weld guards.
Alright.
They give you a passing glance, but they don't seem too intent on stopping.
Alright. That's good.
Keep lumbering on by.
Alright. Eventually, we'll get to the small town of Darnatel. And let me see if I can't get some details of the town. Alright. Yeah, you guys are in the small town of Darnatel.
I'm glad that roleplay went so well, but I'm also a little disappointed because I wanted to kill something. But that's just me.
Yeah, me too. A little bit.
Same.
Just a little bit. I'm disappointed.
Oh well. So we are in a new town.
Yes.
There's always next time. We do have a job to do.
Yeah.
Presumably that'll involve killing.
We don't
Is
know
it-
that for sure.
Is the town inside or outside of the forest?
It is inside of the forest. You are still in the forest, but more so on the Biting Weld side, the Octus Ray side.
Okay. Do we have anywhere to be at this moment?
No.
Then Toadstool is going to clamber down from Grimm's shoulders and begin to wander off into the woodlands surrounding the village, staying within eyesight of the village, but just like looking around, keeping an eye on the ground for herbs.
All right.
And he's also keeping an ear out for birdsong, if he hears anything in particular.
All right. That would be a perception check and an herb kit check.
Okay, so the perception is going to be a 15, and the herbalism kit is going to be... Ooh, that's going to be a dirty 20.
Ooh.
All right.
Love to hear it.
You find, you hear mourning doves. And
I believe that is good.
mourning doves are lovely.
They are. This is correct.
And as well with your herbalist check, you have gained enough ingredients to make 3 batches of, I believe, the only recipe you know.
The stabilizing tincture.
Yes.
Alright, I'll go ahead and write that down. Thank you.
Alright.
Is there anything of as we walk into the town itself, is there anything that stands out to us, or is it just a lot of like wooden houses and structures like that?
Yes, the tone of the Biting Weld is just really just kind of what's the word I'm thinking of? Inconspicuous. A lot of the houses are weaved around hills, where they have the straw thatch roofs. Very simple. In terms of people, it's a mixed array. But nothing sticks out as off or weird about this place. What's that?
It's just a normal little cozy hamlet.
Yeah, exactly.
I might be wrong, but the Warforge sighting was in the Biding World, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, are the townspeople, like, are they showing, like, any signs of maybe trying to avoid being outside? Or are they pretty much just going about, like, everything's...
Nobody seems to be stopping and talking. They all seem to be going at a relatively brusque pace.
Do we want to look for an inn or a tavern?
We're supposed to be meeting one of Rodovan's colleagues.
Yes, you're supposed to meet an associate here.
Do we know where or who?
I believe Rodovan said you couldn't miss him.
Right.
Oh.
I imagine that if we were trying to find someone, a tavern or inn would probably be a good place to start.
Yes.
Is what I should have said.
Unrelated question, Grim. How
Good
tall
idea.
are you?
Let's see here. It's on a different document. Grim is 8 feet tall.
8 feet.
Which is made to look exponentially worse since you have a little 3-foot munchkin tromping along by your calves.
All right. You may continue. Are you going into a tavern?
Before I do so, because I never explicitly said it, and I meant to, while we were traveling on the road at some point, Grim, while everyone else was asleep, Grim lowered his mask and put on his Rodovan, his quote-unquote Rodovan with mud and chop like face mask, and then pulled the leather mask back on top.
Understood.
Yeah. Grim's gonna walk towards the door of the tavern. He's gonna look over at a toadstool and just normal entrance or impressive entrance.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Toadstool just kind of grins manically and pulls out his wand, his new fancy wand.
All right. Grim's gonna walk up towards the door to the tavern inn, whatever, and he's gonna fling it open.
Maybe like fling it break open?
Maybe not full force, like he wants to knock it off its hinges, but maybe enough so that as it opens, it slams into the wall on the inside.
All
enough
right.
to make a noise and maybe splinter a little bit.
All right. As soon as you do that, everybody just snaps towards you, and they all kind of jump, as I had just explained that all of them were rather nervous.
Grim's gonna chuckle and make his way in with hopefully the rest of the party with him.
Immediately after, little 3-foot Toadstool walks in and says, "Toadstool apologizes," and then flicks his wand at the door and fixes whatever damage was created. And then goes to follow the behemoth.
Are there any open tables?
Grim, perception check.
Perception check. That is a 17.
17. Most of the patrons look away after realizing it was just a rather large individual having some fun. However, one person whose gaze immediately snapped towards you when you opened that door, has never left staring at you. From a corner booth at this inn, you see, not as large as you, but a very large man in full plate with a bucket helm. The plate is a pure white, and it has gold trim. You cannot see their eyes past the bucket helm, and his gaze has never left you since you walked in.
Is there an open table?
Yes,
Anywhere?
there's several.
Grim's gonna walk towards one where the guy in the plate mail can still see him, and Grim can still see him.
All right.
And he's gonna sit down, Grim's just gonna sit down and keep occasionally looking out of the corner of his eye, see if the guy's still staring at him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bouncy, you son of a gun. I know exactly what this is.
Reused assets are my middle name.
I have a feeling I know who it is. I'm very happy. But anyway, Grim sits on down. Hopefully the chair doesn't break immediately.
It kind of creaks and moans, but you seem pretty okay.
Perfect. Does everyone else take a seat at the table?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. As everyone sits down, Grim's gonna. Is the guy solely looking at him, or
yes,
is he looked at? Okay. Grim's gonna just kind of, as quietly and as like the script, or as try not to make a big show. He's just gonna kind of mutter to the group. The guy in the armor in the corner.
Toadstool's going to stand up on the table and look directly at the guy in the armor in the corner.
Yeah, his gaze will shift to you.
Visible shudder will run through Toadstool as he begins to sit down. And a quick question, has Toadstool ever had alcohol?
I don't answer that. You
as
answer
far
that.
as I'm concerned, the answer is no.
Yes. Wonderful.
So Toadstool is a teetotaler inside of a tavern. Being stared at by a mysterious knight in plate armor.
Yes.
Does it look like there's like someone coming around taking orders, or is it you have to walk up to the bar and order type deal?
Yeah, no, someone's coming.
Cool.
Yeah, they just let's see, a heavy set female human with a bunch of charms and talismans around their neck comes over to the table and inquires of what you all want.
Toadstool is just going to look blankly at the woman, or the server, and then he's going to shift his gaze to Grim. Just like, what?
What's the lightest beer you have on?
We do have some rather light ones for the smaller patrons and the like. Sure.
Take one of those. And how much is your strongest drink?
Oh. Well, that would probably run you about, let's see. Is it on here? No. Okay. Probably run you around 2 silver.
Alright. Grim will order 2 of them and have one of them sent to the guy in the armor at the corner table.
Alright. The woman will look to who you gesture to, and then look back at you. Are you sure about that?
Why? He's a pretty big fella. I'm sure he can handle it.
Okay. And she'll just kind of roll her eyes and continue with the orders.
So as she looks at Toadstool, he's going to look away from Grim and start peering down into his coin pouch, and he's going to start sifting through and counting out, and then he's going to come back with a frown on his face and say, "Light beer, please."
All right, 2 copper.
He fishes them out and hands them over.
All right. Anything else? Anybody would want to order from the woman?
Zeph, Quazir?
Well, I would like some of the heartiest meal you have.
Ah, that would be. Let me see. Stewed crab and chestnut bread.
Ooh.
Ow! Oh! I just bit the pistachio shell. Okay, I'm good.
Power through it, be a man.
Ow.
Yeah, be a man.
That sounds awfully good. I please bring me one.
One? All right.
Do you have any alcohol possible?
Alcohol?
Yes.
Well, the first people ordered some, so yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Right. I'll have some of that, please. Whatever they got.
Got it. 1 alcohol. I'll be sure to.
1 alcohol, please.
1 alcohol, please.
Even Toadstool is better at ordering than that.
All right. And so, all your orders will be taken care of.
Has the Arbor guy's gaze turned back to focus on Grim again? Or is it still on Toadstool?
It's shifting to the others now.
Okay.
And eventually, your orders will be given to you, and the woman will deliver the drink to this individual.
How does he react?
He gives her a slight nod, and then just resumes staring.
Oh, question.
Hmm.
How bouncy would you rule it if somebody gave a sickly toddler a Bud Light? Because that's what I'm seeing happening right here.
What's your con modifier?
Actually, a +2.
A +2? Well, you're fine until you drink 3.
Alright, well, Toastle's gonna keep at it.
Grim's gonna pick up his drink, look over at the armored figure, kind of raise the glass and salute, and pull down his leather mask and take the drink.
The armored individual picks up his cup and then stands up and then walks to you at your table, puts a chair down, and sets the cup down in front of you.
Don't want it?
He nods his head.
Toad will take as he puts down his empty beer tankard.
No.
Oh no, that's the strong one.
Picks it up and goes at it.
Alright, 2 con checks.
With pleasure. Okay, first one is an 18 plus 2.
Okay.
Second one is gonna be an 18 plus 2, so dirty 20, both of them.
Okay, he's just feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Did the figure sit down?
Yes.
All right. So Grim's gonna look at me like. So, I noticed that you've been eyeing up our group here. Do you have a name?
when you now that he's closer, a few more details. On his back is a cloak, but this cloak is different than any of you've seen. It seems to be made out of metallic scales, as if some kind of additional armor. It must weigh a ton. On his side, oh god, what does he use now? On his side, he has strapped a long sword, as well as a battle axe. And strapped behind his back, but like tucked in between his cloak and his back is a large shield.
A large what?
Shield. Like a Roman legionnaire shield. And when you ask him if he has a name, he nods his head.
Are we allowed to know what your name is?
He doesn't do anything.
Oh.
I know you said he's wearing a bucket helm, but I assume it has eye like slits?
It does.
Can I see his eyes?
You can't.
Alright.
The tavern is rather dimly lit.
Do you ever take that helmet off?
He nods his head.
Can you not talk?
He doesn't answer.
Meanwhile, you just hear Toadstool off in the corner singing a song slurredly in a goblin.
Of course.
Grim, you can't just ask people why they can't talk.
It's a valid question to ask.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
You hear him inhale deeply. It's a large heave. And with that, his gaze snaps to Toadstool.
Ooh.
So immediately stops singing in goblin and like returns the gaze full force.
You return the gaze?
Oh yeah. I just stare back into the empty bucket.
You feel terrified.
Ooh.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
So
Like on a scale of
normal.
1 to 20, you feel 18 on scared.
Ooh.
Toadstool is actually going to jump out of his chair and he's going to kind of fall and half scramble up Grimm's like shoulder. And then he's just going to like sort of stand perched on the back of Grimm's chair, hiding behind the bulk of Grimm.
Grim's gonna just sigh. You didn't have to scare him. And he's gonna chuckle.
He's gonna reach out and try to grab Toadstool.
Toadstool is going to get the fuck out of there. So what he's actually going to do is he's going to cast Fog Cloud, centered on our table.
I was gonna say Grimm's just gonna move so he can't.
Toadstool is taking no chances. He casts Fog Cloud centered on our table.
Does that mean we're gonna get into initiative here?
Oh,
Sure.
Oh no.
All right. This will be initiative time. We're gonna
if
use.
you frighten Toadstool this bad, oh yeah, it's fight or flight, baby, and he's flight all the way.
Huh. A very familiar tavern.
Yeah, this is not the tavern you're familiar with. This is just a placeholder.
All taverns look the same. Changed my mind.
Yeah. They're all like franchised.
Yeah, they're all owned by the same company.
All right, initiative time.
9.
Oh great.
Woo! 14.
Nice.
9.
Yep. Oh, who has the higher deck?
I have +2.
I have +2. Should we roll for it again?
Yeah, sure.
I think with that, it's just kind of like you two figure it out between yourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you wanna? You're probably better to go first.
Yeah, if he's
since
threatening
you
Toadstool, then
did
yeah.
a lot of damage. And yeah, it's probably best for you to go
Mhm.
before me.
All right, Inquisitors.
6.
6. Okie dokie. Toadstool, you go first.
Whoa! All right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with that plan. So Toadstool is gonna go ahead and cast Fog Cloud, set it on himself, and he is going to grab Plat and he is going to book it towards the door of the tavern.
Cast Fog Cloud, then book it.
Yes, and he's going to cast it centered right there.
All right.
And then he's gonna go.
What's the footage of that?
Let me check. I have it printed out. Fog cloud. 20-foot radius sphere.
I see. All right.
Meanwhile, Toadstool is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's out the door.
Got it. It is now Grim's turn.
Has the armored guy done anything other than reach for
Yeah, you.
Toadstool?
This is your reaction to him reaching out to grab Toadstool.
Oh. Grim's gonna stand up, not realizing right away that Toadstool's already bailed.
This happens at the same time.
Oh. Yeah, well, Grim stands up and just looks at the guy, trying to prevent him from grabbing Toadstool.
All right,
With a
is that
look of
going to be like
confusion.
a grapple, or what are you going to try to do?
Not really a grab. I don't want to grab him. I just want to try and
A prevention
just
of
make
the
it-
action.
yeah. It's like if
Alright.
he tries, I guess if he tries to grab at Toadstool as he runs by.
Yeah, you can save
then
your
grab him,
action to try and grab him when he moves.
I'll save my action if he tries to grab Toadstool.
Yeah, got it. Zeph, your turn.
Alright. I am going to also save an action for if he grabs or runs after Toadstool.
All right, both of you doing it will grant advantage.
Ah, nice. Do I have to explain my action now, or can I just wait until that happens if that happens?
You have to explain the action now if you're trying to do something different than what is mechanically
Alright.
going to happen.
Yeah. I'm going to prepare to cast a spell.
All right. 1 second, I gotta get proper music up. There it is. All right.
Did Grim feel the drink that he downed?
What's your con?
+3.
Oh, he felt it, but like not felt it. Like he could take one more basically. It's like he was at
Cool.
2/3 his limit.
Wonderful.
All right, that we have 2 ready to actions. So, Kuzier, what's your turn? You notice this armored individual try and grab Toadstool after locking eyes with him immediately, terrifying him. Toadstool's now booked it out of the tavern, and your other 2 friends are now gearing to try and stop him from pursuing.
Well, they seem to have it handled. You'll just keep on eating.
Fantastic.
Front row seats.
Finally, it's his turn. And both of your raid actions go off as he flips a table and begins to start his way towards Toadstool.
So, athletics to grab, I assume?
Yeah, it'll be an opposed athletics of advantage.
Okay. Dirty 20 was the higher.
Alright. Crap, there goes that.
Do I succeed in grabbing him?
Alright, have a good one. Alright, hang on, I gotta reroll.
Sure.
Oh, good thing I gave myself inspiration.
Oh. That's what my action's for.
Do I miss?
I rolled a 2, then rolled a 1. What the heck?
Hey!
Catching this individual off guard, I should describe more as he stands. He may not be tall as Grim, but he certainly is tall. Closer to 7 foot than 6 foot. And certainly incredibly wide. Built like a truck, anyway. But you two, together, manage to restrain him. It is now Toadstool's turn.
Okay, so what Toadstool is going to do is he is not going to break stride, but what he is going to do is he's going to turn around, and he's going to continue to backpedal while he casts Mold Earth to create a 5x5x5 wall of earth in the doorway of the tavern. And he's going to continue to book it, and he's going to, let's see, how far is he going to get? He's going to get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that.
So you just blocked the door?
Yeah, I just blocked the door.
Got it. So, do the rest of you maintain your grapples?
Quick question, can Toadstool see through, like, windows?
Yes.
So can the guy see Toadstool through the window?
Yes.
Oh, God!
His gaze is still locked on you.
It's all for nothing. He'll just dive out at me.
While maintaining the grapple, Grimace go, gnome's off limits. Got a problem with him, you got a problem with me.
That's what you say?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Zeph, do you want to do anything additional on your turn?
No.
Quizier, you still chomping down on that crab stew?
Well, the table has been flipped, wasn't it?
Oh right, he flipped the table. Your stew.
No, the stew.
You managed to catch the stew.
Oh, roll to catch the stew.
Well, how high in dexterity save should I roll to save my stew?
Let's do a dexterity saving throw.
You paid good money for that food.
17.
17. Oh yeah, you save that stew like a champ. You do that whole entire like move the bowl to catch all the liquid.
Wonderful. I don't care what happens as long as Quizier gets to finish his food.
Yeah.
You hear a faint golf clap from outside the window as Toadstool watches him catch the stew.
Hold up the scorecard, 10 out of 10.
Not gonna lie, I was prepared to use a portent on that. Like I was ready.
All right. So those are the turns. It's now back to him. Action to break the grapple. You guys have to re-roll at advantage.
So that's 18.
18. You do not restrain him for long.
Can I see this happening?
Yes.
Can I say that that's actually a 19?
You can say that.
Does it do anything?
Nope.
Yes, that does do something.
What does it do?
For a minute, you feel, it's explaining to Zeph and Grim, you feel like this man's strength, you misjudged it for a second. Like, oh, he was about to get away, but you managed to rushedly quickly grab hold of him again. He may have gotten one step closer, but not by much. You almost lost him, but you still have him under control, but it's getting much harder to do. And so, it is Toadstool's turn.
So just kind of winks from the window and then he's gone. And he's gonna go another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then he's gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I assume.
Actually, wait, no. No, he's not gonna dash. He's not gonna dash. What he's actually gonna do, is he's gonna cast Long Strider on himself, using his last,
Oh my
his last thing, which increases his speed by, I think that's 10 feet. For a while.
So,
Okay.
Toadstool literally just noped out of there.
He just
Yeah.
noped out of there, man. He said, nope, this dude is too big.
Alright. Grim and Zeph?
So he's still like actively trying to break away.
It's not his turn yet.
But like he just like everything we've seen, he's just still trying to get after Toadstool.
Yes.
I want to try I don't know how this works while I'm grappling him. I want to hit him. Or I'm gonna take a chair and hit him with it.
1 second.
Do you want me to do that instead? Because I think you're stronger than I am.
I don't care.
You could probably hold on to him better.
He's trying to hurt Toadstool. Actually,
This is true.
now I'll just maintain the
You
grapple.
can, yes,
I
you
forgot-
can,
forgot
no, you
not
can,
raging.
you can make an attack against him while he is grappled.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess Grim's just gonna punch him to try and get his attention on him.
Alright, roll to hit.
Yeah.
So it's 15 unarmed strike, so +5. Oh, that was a 16. 21 to hit.
Your arm vibrates from hitting his armor.
Mm-hmm.
The sharp
Does it
clang.
make, like, a
Some sparks
clanging
fly.
sound?
Oh, there's
Yeah,
definitely there's 100% a clang.
It's a huge, it's
Is
a
that
very
how they
loud
dent in his
clang.
breastplate?
There is not.
I am not surprised.
His gaze now turns to you. Zeph, your turn.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna maintain my hold, but I'm going to speak and say, why are you doing this? We only just met you!
As Grim just punches him in the helmet. Just...
Mhm.
And that's all I'm
Alright.
gonna say.
Fantastic. Quizzy, are you doing anything different?
Well,
You just keep eating your food, dude.
cool.
How many turns until he finishes his food? That's the better
Well,
question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's see. Roll a d4. That's how many turns. As you just quickly scarf it down.
2.
You got 2 rounds before that crab stew's done.
Just,
Sounds good.
just Quizir backing away. Just...
Alright.
I love it.
I went down on him.
It's now his turn.
Oh no.
Let's see. Right. So, I gotta break the grapple.
You don't
That is still-
have to.
That's what I gotta
Yeah,
do.
But do you really
You
want
don't
to?
have to.
Be a good of that.
Let's see. No, I can't do that. Wait. So if I do, hang on. Big brain time. Hang on.
Big brain moments.
No one likes big brain time.
Boy.
It
He
feels
says a
weird only
word.
getting able to attack. Ooh.
Oh no.
He says simply, in a very deep voice, drop. Both of you, wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom! I'm good
Wait,
at
is he not-
wisdom!
Oh, is he still standing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's standing.
Oh, I thought we knocked him down. So it dropped
No.
him to land on top of him. You said a wisdom saving?
Wisdom saving throw.
Lovely.
13. I got 11 plus 2. Damn it.
What was yours, Grim?
6.
6. Both of you feel immediately compulsed to release him.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
You know, he makes a good point.
But we're not affected in any other way
I
besides
think
No.
on the wrong
go of
foot.
Okay.
And he
Right.
just stands there
Oh.
and stretches.
Oh.
Oh!
So we let go of him, correct?
You let go of him,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay.
All right. I have something.
And he's going
What?
to move
Uh-oh.
5, 10,
Oh no.
15.
No.
Right here.
Oh.
Oh god.
And
Like,
And-
hell he is.
close the door with his free action and turn around.
Oh, if he doesn't say what
Which
I
is an
hope he
even
says-
bigger power move considering that the doorway is already blocked up by dirt.
Oh god, he's not trapped in here with us. We're trapped in here with him.
And it is now Toadstool's turn.
Is this the second time that I'm going to ditch a party for a TPK? Wow.
Run.
No, Toadstool's gonna keep on running.
Yeah, keep
He's
going.
too drunk to not.
All right.
So he's going to make it to about, with his long strider, he can get to about here, and he's going to take the hide action.
They
Okay.
call it liquid courage.
We're gonna speed this up a
Well,
little
that's
bit because I want to
false.
get a little bit of progress done before.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that hide action. Let me roll
Yeah.
my stealth. That sucked. So instead, I'm gonna use my second portent for the day, and that's gonna be a 16 plus 2, 18. For my
Fantastic.
stealth.
Grim, your turn.
Grim
Man.
is going to run 30 feet and try and tackle him.
All right, tackle. So that's gonna be in opposed athletics.
I love opposed athletics. 24.
24.
Ooh,
Oof.
Yep.
Let's see.
you go, Graham!
Yeah, you knock him down to the ground.
Kick his ass!
It's important to note, Grim's eyes are still blue.
Fantastic.
Okay. Cool.
Zeph, your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna roll to whack him with my staff.
All right.
Hold on, let me get out my D6. I forgot to do that. That's important.
Hey,
Why is it always
guys,
like-
I'm going to have to go soon because
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
to
we're
get
gonna-
up at 3.
We're gonna do like two turns of combat, and that'll be it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll stick around then.
Alright. Why is it always when I need a certain die, I can never feel around for it in my dice bag? Why is that a thing? Alright. Okay. So I'm going to roll that. Dirty 20 to hit.
No,
Oh.
doesn't even phase.
Dang.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Unarmed attack. Bonus action.
All right.
That's not gonna hit. It's a 7. It's not gonna happen.
Nope.
I missed. Bad.
All right. Quizir, you got one more turn on that crab stew. You're killing it.
Please help us.
All right, now with this big guy now being crushed by Grim, he is going to make his first attack.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Does a 20 hit on Grim, who's on the top of him?
Oh yeah, that hits.
That hits. All right. Please take 9 damage from the punch.
Oh, from a punch?
Straight into the torso, like a sidewinder.
Oh.
How you feeling?
Feeling great.
All right, he's gonna punch you again.
All right.
That's a natural 20.
All right. Bring it on. I'm ready.
So,
Please don't die.
Come again, coach.
that's going to be non-lethally 25 damage.
Oh, non-lethally. That's. I wish I had known that.
Damn. 25?
Yeah.
Grim's gone. Grim's gone.
All right. Let me narrate this. He sidewinders you again, and you are launched off of him, off into the table over here, unconscious.
Damn.
He is going to spend half his movement to get up, and then use his offhand to punch Zeph.
He just like gets up, dusts off his shoulders.
That's a hit.
Life's a bitch.
I believe that's a hit. Wait, hang on. No proficiency. Oh, right. That doesn't matter anyway. So it's going to be a 27 to hit.
Oh,
man, the second you said bucket helm, I knew it was over.
Please take 11 damage. How you feeling?
Rough, buddy. I'm feeling
Rough?
buddy.
All right. And for that's his bonus. That's his turn. Toastal, your turn.
Toastal's turn?
Yeah.
He has no idea what's going on. So what he's gonna do is let me just use this little ruler tool here for a second. Okay, so he's gonna he's just gonna shuffle up in here, and he's gonna curl up as small as he can and cast Mold Earth again to create like a little shell of hard packed dirt around him. And he's gonna hide there for the rest of the fight. Yeah, he's got his little one of those panic room.
Got it. All right. Grim's unconscious. Zeph, your turn. He's staring down on you.
Alright! I can finally try to do what I wanted to do! Okay. So okay. I'm gonna cast Levitate on this bitch.
Do I get a saving throw?
That's a con save, yes.
Oh!
Probably gonna pass, though.
Yeah.
But...
That's a natural fail.
Love that.
How high up is the ceiling in this room, would you say?
What's up?
How high is the ceiling?
7 foot.
Oh.
What? Oh, so
What?
Grim couldn't even stand.
No, you're huge, dude.
Oh, okay.
This is like middle-aged time. Everybody's average like 5'6", dude.
I'm sorry, back in the olden days, I assume.
They don't have like 12-foot ceilings back in the old days. That's too much wood. Alright, so what does Levitate do?
It lifts the target rises vertically up to 20 feet, and the target can only move by pushing and pulling against a fixed object surface, which lets it move as if climbing. I can change the altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction as long as it's within range, and when the spell ends, the target floats gently to the So he. You said 17 boys.
You're cutting out a little bit for me.
Did you hear any of what I said?
I got most of it. I just didn't get the end.
Okay. So you said the ceiling is 7 feet up?
Yeah.
Off the ground?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna be like bent awkwardly up against the ceiling?
Alright.
Pretty much. So I'm just kind of gonna try and pin him against the ceiling a little bit.
Alright, you're gonna try and pin him against the ceiling. Got it.
Yeah.
Alright. Quizier, at the end of this turn, you have officially finished your crab stew.
Oh,
How tasty was it?
It was really good.
Fantastic.
Worth it.
Goody cows.
Was it worth it?
It was.
It was worth it.
Very worth it.
Alright,
Oh.
Which stew is always worth it.
that's Quizier's turn. This individual will now reach behind him, grab his shield, and then throw it at you.
Gonna Captain America this shit.
Okay, so
With
he
a
takes
Roman
it.
Oh no, not a Quizier, not a Quizier, at Zeph.
Oh,
Fuck.
This is a Roman legionary shield too. It's gonna be amazing.
Does a 15 hit?
Just barely it does. I'm
All right. That is a 11 non-lethal damage.
I'm unconscious. What does that do for the spell? Does it end it?
Oh yeah, it ends.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna drop out of initiative, unless Quizier wants to attack. However, you get the sense, Quizier, that he shows no hostility towards you.
What?
Granted, we did both. Well, granted, he did try to grab Toadstool. No, our
Yeah.
actions were justified.
Okay. That's his attack, so hang on, let me make this sense in turn order. He's gonna use half his movement to get up and use his free action to dust himself off, and then nod at Quizier. And just a nod to show no hostility.
A neutral greeting.
Hang on, I gotta turn down this radio. It's got too intense. What was that?
Sirius gonna nod at him and smile.
Alright. Alright, so for the sake of quickness, and to end this whole entire thing without too big of a cliffhanger, Quizier is gonna witness this individual mutter a few mantras and cast something. And then he's gonna see him walk out, walk past these windows, walk over here. He's going to hear a really, really big thud. And he's gonna hear Toadstool shriek. And he's not gonna hear Toadstool shrieking anymore. And that is how we'll end tonight's session.
Oh god!
The fun thing about locate object is that anything that you see on an individual that is unique to them, you can track no matter where it is.
You just see your face screaming, "Stop, Toadstool Bay!"
And then that is how we'll end tonight's session.
Jesus Christ, I am upset. That was phenomenal.
I'll never run a table without my original character party wiping the team.
Yeah, you always do that, don't you?
I do.
I'm so happy, but purely for the fact that this man launched Grim, who weighs 300 pounds, like he was a puppy.
Yeah.
He killed wacky like Captain America when he was floating on the ceiling.
I think this,
Cool.
not to toot my own horn here or anything, but I think this is the best I've ever played a character as themselves in combat.
Yeah.
This is a very Toadstool thing to do.
All right. Well, I'm not going to keep Eric here any longer. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. I'm hitting the end stream button.